Hello, Just You Good here, and today I'm reviewing the LEGO Dimensions Mission Impossible level pack. We're just taking a look at the actual build of the set. It has 76 pieces, one minifigure, and it retails for $30 in the United States. So here is Ethan Hunt, and you can see he has a really cool torso design. I like how they use the short sleeves right there, which is a nice dual molded design that was, I think, present in the Superboy minifigure from 2014, I believe it was. You got some back printing right there. His face print is actually double-sided, so you have his face right there, but then you could switch it around. And now he has all this spy gear on. Yeah, it doesn't look too much like Tom Cruise, but Tom Cruise doesn't have the most distinctive face that could be translated into Lego form, I feel like. And you got the little Mission Impossible logo right on the toy tag right there. So the first build is the IMF Scrambler, and I believe this is from the fourth movie, which I really did like that movie. That was a really good one. And the design of it is pretty cool. It's the more interesting build of the set, in my opinion. It's very miniaturized, but you could still actually fit a minifigure on, which I'll show in a little bit. You could take it off, and it becomes a full-on vehicle right here, and it rides pretty well. And here you go with Ethan Hunt on it. It looks a little bit too small, I guess. It's almost like Krusty's clown car, but even then, it still is a little bit more realistic than that. It's like a pimped-out version of the clown car. I really like how they did the wheel design. It's a lot more unconventional. It's a cool L shape, and they even have these little thrusters on the side to help it kind of stand up. So you can still wheel it around, and it only drags a little bit of these off the ground. So it still works perfectly. In my opinion, the inferior build of the set is the IMF Sport Car. I believe this is based off of the BMW from the fifth film. It's not really that interesting. I think the Spy Hunter vehicle from the Midway arcade level pack is just a better looking vehicle. That looks a little bit too similar to this one. You could, of course, take it off just like the IMF Scrambler and wheel it around. It works like a car, but still, it's just not really that good looking. It looks a little bit too blocky at points, and it's just kind of odd in its design. And here's what I was saying by them being the primary builds. You can see you could upgrade it as you progress through the game, and they even have a little bit of info on the bottom. And of course, they show the builds on the front as well. And it's a really cool design. I really like that artwork. And here's the instruction booklets. You can see at the back, they have your advertisements for some of the 2016 sets for year 2. But nothing really too interesting or nothing we haven't seen before. So overall, the Mission Impossible level pack is not one that you would buy if you probably don't have the game. Unless you really like Mission Impossible, even then, I would just suggest you to bricklink Ethan Hunt, because the builds themselves have nothing unique or anything like that. It's really just Ethan Hunt who's the exclusive part of the set. And even then, it doesn't look so much like Tom Cruise. I mean, I know Tom Cruise is kind of hard to nail into Lego form. There's just something missing. Maybe if they use that new Han Solo hair, I would be a little bit more like, yeah, that's Tom Cruise. But there's just something that looks a little bit off to him, and it's not because he doesn't lend his likeness to the game, because I heard with the other Mission Impossible games he wouldn't lend his likeness because he's like against video game violence or something. Well, he lent his voice to this one, so he had to approve that. So I don't think it's because of that. It's just because I guess Tom Cruise has a very interesting face, and it's hard to nail that. Maybe if they showed the gap in his teeth or something, it would look a little bit more like Tom Cruise. But either way, it's still a really cool looking minifigure. But for the $30 price, unless you have the game, I don't know if I would recommend this one. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later.